So good evening, guys. So let us begin our session today. And today we will be having a Ansible Day 8 session. So yesterday you saw, right? Like we started with writing a playbook, and we have three different types of playbook formats, right? Single line format, multiple line format, and distinct format. And we understood the difference between all the three. And as I said, like in the industries, right? Like most of the time, like dictionary format is the one which is used by the DevOps engineer. So whenever they want to write the playbook file, they always write in a dictionary format. But in many other companies or in many other industries where they have even written the playbook in a multi-line format as well as single line format also. So whenever you come across with any kind of a format, you should be able to understand. So it is not a big difference between all these three. So yesterday I had discussed about all these three, and I have given example also, right? So, and we yesterday what happened, right? We wrote some few playbook files also, and we tried to understand how to execute that playbook file, right? Now, what we're going to, what's today's agenda actually? So, what we will do today also, we will try to continue the same thing, writing few more, playbook files. Okay, that's what today's agenda, and we will see if in case if we are able to continue or if we're able to start with the Ansible variables. So this is very important topic. So we will be starting today, hopefully, Ansible variables. Okay. So now let me do one thing, guys. Let me quickly log into the servers, and let me do some setup actually. Okay. So I'll go to the. So these are the examples, right? Ansible examples that had started, right? And let me open the Visual Studio Code. So it is always better to use some editors or like Atom editor or Visual Studio Code editor, right, to write the playbooks and all, or to to write any type of file, right? You always better to use the Visual Studio Code. You install the Visual Studio Code in your system, and then you always write the playbook file or any kind of a file in this Visual Studio Code itself. Okay. Now I've just connected, and let me do one thing. Let me log into the servers actually. So I have all these three servers up and running. Ansible server, node 1, node 2, and node 3. Node 3 is a CentOS machine, as you said, as you know. But the Ansible server, node 1 and node 1 and node 2, these three machines are Ubuntu servers, Ubuntu distribution machines. Okay, this is a CentOS machine, right? Now, so let me log into all these three servers. First, let me log into these three servers, and I will try to show some examples in CentOS today. Okay. So let me log into the Ansible server. So I'll just try to copy the public IP. I'll open the cookie. So I'll just load it. Because I'm trying to log in directly as a root user, right? So this is my Ansible server. Let me log into the node 1 IP address, copy it. This is node 1, and I will log into node 2. So I just logged into Ansible server, node and node 2, and in the Ansible server, you know very well that I have maintained my inventory under the etc Ansible host file. You could see that these are the two IP addresses. This is the node 1 IP address and this is node 2 IP address, right? So that's what it is. And even I can, you know that I can even ping to all just to verify that whether my Ansible server is going to able to reach to both these nodes, right? It is able to reach both the nodes. It is able to ping to these nodes, right? Or else you can say Ansible all -fn list -hosts. It will show you all the IP addresses which are there in the etc Ansible host file, right? These are two IP addresses which are there, correct? Now, okay. So yesterday, if you have seen the examples, right? Yesterday we have written some few examples, right? Like for example, yesterday you could see that I have written my first playbook.yaml, right? So here what happened that I have written the task. What are the tasks here? In the task, usually you perform some task by using the models, right? Now you could see that yeah, I'm using the copy model, file model, app model. So these are the three models which you are using, right? Now, what I'm going to do today is that actually that I'll be using the same examples. Now, the thing is that actually when you try to execute or when you try to run this playbook, so what happened, right? This things, this copy model or the file and the app, this will be applicable to all the servers which are there or all the IP addresses which are there in the etc Ansible host file, right? Under the etc Ansible host file, you have two IP addresses. So it means that it will be applicable. It means that this complete task, whatever the tasks are there, this get executed in both the nodes actually. The same task will get executed in the both the nodes. So that's what, why you're doing that, you are saying that Rajesh host is nothing but all. It means that whatever the IP addresses which is there in your static inventory, that is etc Ansible host file, this all these tasks will be applicable to all the nodes, right? Now, suppose for example, okay, let me do one thing, guys. Let me write one more playbook file. I'll say that different task.yaml, something. Okay, different task.yaml. So I'll do one thing. I'll go to the first playbook YAML. I'll copy the entire stuff here. I'll just try to copy this entire stuff. Okay, and I'll go to this different task.yaml. Paste it over here. Now, okay, what I'm trying to do over here is that I'm trying to have some models, like you have a copy model. So what you're doing, that source is nothing but etc possibility file. Fine, it means that you need to copy the file from from your Ansible server. It means that you have this, right? You have this architecture, right? Where you have an Ansible server over here like this, and you have a nodes, right? Node 1, node 2, and node 3, correct? This is your ACS, means Ansible control server, and this is nothing but your node 1, node 2, and node 3. And you know that node 1 and node 2 are both a Ubuntu server, whereas a node 3 is nothing but a CentOS machine, right? Now, what we are trying to do here, you are trying to return a playbook file. Under the playbook file, you have written a copy mode, right? So what the copy does, source is nothing but your etc possibility, like this. So it means that you need to copy the etc possibility of your Ansible control server, this file, to this nodes, node 1 and node 2. You want to copy it. So source is this one, and the destination is what? The destination, what I mentioned in your playbook file here, the destination you have mentioned as DST colon is nothing but /m. So that's what we have written here. Under the /m, you want to copy, right? And what is the owner? Ravi. Group owner is also Ravi, and the mode is 077. Fine. Now after that, you have a file model. So file model is basically used to do some kind of file operation. You want to create a file, you want to create a directory, you want to create a hard link, you want to create a soft link, whatever you want, you can do it through your file model, right? So here what I'm doing that you are specifying the path information. It means that under this /m, is under this nodes, node 1, node 2 /m, you want to create a AWS directory. So let me do this, let me create Rajesh directory, right? And you want to create it as a directory. That's what you have to mention state as a directory. And what else here you have? You are saying that this, here you are saying that you are using the APT model because this node 1, node 2, as well as this ACS, Ansible control server, all these three servers are Ubuntu servers. So you have to use the APT model, right? App model, right? And the name of the package, what is the name? You are saying as a tree, okay? So instead of T, let me do one thing. Let me try to do an Apache 2. So I need to install the Apache 2. Fine. And what you're saying, update cache is equal to yes, and state is equal to present, or you can even mention as a latest also. You can mention like this latest, or you can even mention as a present, right? After that, what else you want? Okay, let me do the right. Rajesh, let me, because after installing the Apache, right, you need to even restart the package, or you want to stop the package, restart, you want to do many things, right? So what you say, this task is used to run the service. This task is to run the Apache server, Apache 2 service. So what is the model name? Service is a model name. So now we have introduced the new service, new model name service. If you go through the Google and if you say that service model in Ansible, guys, if you come here, see manage service or service manage, see, go to any of the documentation. You could see that, see there is a service model. So if you go through the synopsis, it says that control service of the remote host supported init systems, okay, like this. And here you could say these are the arguments or the parameters, right? The foremost important parameter is nothing but the name of the service, and what is the state. Whether you want to start it means you want to start the service, you want to stop the service, you want to restart the service, or you want to reload the service, right? Enabled. You can even mention as enabled also. It means that once your server get reboots, automatically what happened, right? That Apache service or whichever service, it has to get restarted. So that's what I have to say. Enable is equal to S you have to give actually. And many other arguments, parameters are there, which we will see later. So, but this is the service model. It is same thing like you say you use right service Apache to restart, right? So similarly, service is one of the model by the Ansible provider, right? Now here, if you come in the examples, he has given very clearly how to use this model. See, service, name of the service and the state. Same thing, name of the service and the state is restarted. Name of the service and the state is reloaded. So I will be using the same service over here also. So what I will do, what is a service, and give tool space, give name. What is the name of the service? So it is Apache 2 itself is the name of the service. What is the state? Is started. Okay. Enabled is pretty much yes. So I'm using these three parameters. See, state, name, and enabled. See, state, name, state, and enabled. So now, if I run this playbook file, obviously what happened is, because I've given the host as all this task, the different tasks will get executed in both the nodes, in both these IP addresses, whatever we have in etc Ansible host, right? In both, it will get executed. But now you say that Rajesh, I don't want to execute everything in all these two nodes actually, or into these two servers. What I want to do that, I want to execute this two tasks under this IP address, okay, and this two tasks under this IP address. So now what you can do that, you can write one playbook file where you have written these things. You have written these things. You can write one more different playbook file where you can mention these things. Yes, it will work out. So in that case, what you have to do that here, suppose you say that Rajesh, I want to execute this all this task, not in all the servers, but I want to write in only one IP address or into this only one this server. So instead of putting all, right, we can mention here that particular IP address. But here what happened, right? When you're mentioning this particular IP address, what you're mentioning that, okay, execute all these four tasks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All these four tasks you try to execute in this server only, you're saying. But that is not the requirement. What is your requirement? That you say that only this first two tasks, copy and file model, this should get executed only. Okay, and this task, these other two tasks should get executed in this server. So for doing that, what you can do, you can either create two different files, two different YAML files, mention the IP address over there also. It means that this is for this one, and one more, whatever you write, right, that you can mention this IP address, and you can only mention these two services or these two tasks, right? But you say that no, I want to sorry. You say that no, I want to do it everything in the same file only. Why I have to create separate files? So in that case, what happened, right? You can actually bifurcate. How to bifurcate it here? After the first two tasks, you could see here. I can come over here at the down, and what you can do that, you can just say that actually name you have given it actually, or you can mention that hyphen name. This is my second task running in I'll do one thing, guys. I will try to make it this two IP address into two different groups. How to maintain it? I'll just mention this as a web server, okay, and this IP address I'll mention under the app server, something. Okay, now you have created these two groups. Now you will say that Rajesh, this two tasks I want to execute under the web server group, and this two tasks I want to execute under the app server group. Fine. So in that case, what I have to do that here in your host, you need to mention the group name. So this two has to get executed in the web server group. Fine. Come over here. So this is the second task running in app group, app server group. Like that you can mention. Okay. Now you could say that hosts app server. Host app server. Okay. And you can even mention something like become yes, something like this. Okay. Become yes. And now you have to mention as a task. Task. Right? Task. So to make sure that actually this will be, the syntax should be like this actually. It means that actually here you have to give two spaces. One, two spaces. Here this should get aligned like this. This give two spaces. This give two spaces. This give two spaces like this. Similarly, this second job, the second task, right, it should align here. See, it should align to this. Correct. Now this should get aligned to the name. This you give two space. This you give two space. Like this. So this is the perfect syntax. So here what you're doing that here you are mentioning the host as a web server. It means that this two tasks should get executed in under this IP address, and this same stuff, this two tasks should get executed in this IP address. Correct. That's what you are mentioning host as a app server, and become yes. Rest all is same, right? See, tasks are there. Correct, guys. Now let us see whether we can execute this one. Okay, come over here. So what I would do? So let me again one more time confirm etc Ansible host files. Okay, the group is fine. So I'll do one thing. I have maintained one directory, Ansible examples. Here I'll say different hyphen what is it? Tasks. YAML. YAML. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it over. Okay. Now I'll save this one. So now you have to, whenever you want to execute that YAML file, you have to say Ansible-Playbook and specify the YAML file, and you can even mention that syntax -check. We're basically checking the syntax, whether the YAML is correct or not. What is it? It says that here, this is my second task running under here. It says that line number 20, column number 5, line number 20, column number 5, line number 20. Yes, here you could see that actually what you are happening that. Here you could see this. It is there, but here again you have to do like this. Here this should get aligned here. Again, I think I need to do alignment. See? 1, 2. Right? Task and again task name become yes. I have to mention like this actually. Right? And here you have to say two space here. Get align. This again two space, two space, two space. Spacing is very important here. So here what you mentioned, name, let's get align, two space, space, two space, two space, two space. Perfect. So just see one more time. Let me check. Okay, this is okay. Host. Okay, become yes. Tasks, name, perfect. Sir. So let me copy again. So let me remove all these lines. Copy, recopy it again. Copy it again. Let's save this file. So again, you run the syntax check. Now what it says, same thing, line number 20. So line number 20. So what has happened? This name. Okay, let me remove this actually. Host. Okay. Line number 14. Native plus. What is it? Where is it failing? Okay, this is to create it. Path. Right. Name. Okay. Okay. Hold a second, guys. Okay. Let us redo realigning. Okay. Okay. But there is no, the problem here is with the indentation actually. Okay. So if you're not properly aligning, right? Not properly aligning, then what happened that it will have a issue with the space. Issue with the extension. Like, it will be syntax error. Okay. So we say, okay. Let us see. Okay. Post user become yes task name. Perfect. Let's again check the syntax. Now it is fine. Okay. So now, so it's working. I mean, the syntax is fine. Now let us execute it now. So I'll just remove this -f syntax check. And run this. Now you could see that. So this is to copy the etc password temp. Okay, and you could see that it is. See, this is what it is doing. See, it is executing under the app server, right? It means that it is actually executing in the second node. Correct, guys? So now here, if you see over here, actually, if you come over here and if you see under the app server, like here, the Apache is to getting restarted. It is under the 192.31.27.25.131. If we go to the this server, second node server, and if I do the ifconfig command, you could see that this is the server, second node servers, right? Let us check whether the Apache is installed on cd/var ww html. Okay, the Apache is installed here, right? Now, what you are doing here, what you're doing, you are copying the etc possibility under the temp directory, right? So I'll go back to the first node. I'll go to the temp, and when I do an ls-l, you could see that passwd file has been copied. Okay. After that, you could see that Rajesh directory has been created in node 1. But whereas in a node 2, if you go to the /temp directory and if you do an ls-l, you could see that there is no Rajesh, there is no passwd. So this says that actually that this too has been executed in a different nodes or into different groups actually. Is it clear, guys? So this is a good example to showcase that how you can execute, right? You can divide the task across the within a file so that the task will get executed. Different tasks will get executed in a different servers or into different groups, two or different groups. Okay. Okay, so fine. Now, so I think guys you understood, right? You understood this example, right? Now come back to here. Now you could see that actually that, oh, okay, fine. You say that Rajesh, we have been, we have been writing this task and all. That's fine, right? But my playbook file, it looks very clumsy actually. It looks very clumsy because you are written everything here also. All this task and all you have written in the same file itself actually. Or if you go to the playbook file, or here it's a different task, right? You see that you have written there. Can I do one thing? Can I write this task in a separate file? Okay, and just call that or just import that file into this playbook file. Yes, we can do that. So how to do that? So let me do one thing. Let me something like I'll write one more YAML file. Import task.yaml. Okay, import task.yaml. So what I will do, the different task is there, right? This I will try to copy this. I'll try to copy this, and I will just paste it in a different task. Just to avoid the time, right? Like instead of typing it, I'm just copying it. Okay. So now what I will do, you will say that Rajesh, these two tasks are there, right? I want to. It should not apply here. I mean, it should not be appear here actually. I need to write in some other. So let me do this. Let me copy this, and I will just say something task1.yaml file. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll say -FN enter, and I'll just paste it. Okay. So alignment is correct. Okay. Now what I will do, I will come over here. This what I will do. This two task. Okay. This two task. What I will do, I'll copy these two tasks, and I'll create one more file. It was a task2.yaml and paste it. So before that, you can even add that -FN, right? Right. So there are two tasks are there here. Task one, and where is the task two? This is a task one. So the task one, you have mentioned the first two jobs. In the task2.yaml, you have mentioned the other two tasks actually, or other two jobs actually. Now here, if you come over here on the import.task, so here what happened that you can avoid writing everything over in the main file. So what you can do that, you can come over here and you can just remove all these files. Right? Now you can say that Rajesh, what I will do that, you can come over here. You can say that actually space, two spaces, -import underscore tasks. Like this, task1.yaml. See, you have to mention the same file, task1.yaml. Right? And here what you are doing that, here you are removing all these lines. Simple. And here you have to mention that -import underscore tasks. Okay, task2.yaml. So see, see how much code has been reduced in your file. So assume that there are 100 tasks are there. If you write all these 100 tasks in a single playbook file, it looks so clumsy, right? Right. If suppose somebody want to go through the file, right? Right, it is very difficult. So now here what happened that you are just bifurcated everything into different task files or into different YAML files, and then just importing that file actually here. It means that while this playbook is getting executed, this will be executed during runtime actually. See, basically what happened, right? There are two things are there. One is a import underscore task, and one more is known as a include underscore task. Include underscore task I will explain in the next session actually. Okay, so what happened, right? In the import underscore task, this file will be pre-processed before the execution. It means that before the execution, right, that file will be always be pre-processed. Whenever you're using include underscore task, this file will be, this file means actually the playbook file. What I'm saying, this file means the playbook file. This file means if in your inside a playbook file, if you are using this import underscore task actually, then that will be pre-processed before the execution. Means that if suppose there is any variable is there, suppose you are using some variable var, that var variable, it should already have a value before it is pre-processed. Means that it cannot be any dynamic value. It should be something like a static value, right? Whereas if you are using include underscore task, right, this file is nothing but your playbook I'm talking about. It will be processed during execution of playbook. So you know that during execution, means that when the playbook is running, if you are using include_task, it means that you can actually pass any variable value dynamically during runtime itself. So that is what the small difference between import and include. Okay. So right now, what I'm doing over here, that I'm just using import_task. You're directly calling this file. So in this file, you know that you have this task actually. Similarly, the task2.yaml, you have this task actually. Is it clear, guys? Now what I will do that I will try to I'll try to run this playbook file now. Okay. So this has become very easy, right? So it means that instead of looking at a very big code, right now it is looking very smaller. So what I'll do, I'll go over here. I will just say import_tasks actually, tasks dot yaml. So I'll just copy paste this. Save this one. So I'll even write the task1.yaml also. Task1.yaml. Paste it, the task1.yaml. Right? Save it. Usually I have a task2.yaml. I think I have to do a realignment here for the task2.yaml. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I will try to realign with everything. Right, guys? So I'll do the realignment here. See, I'm always maintaining the spaces, right? After the apt, guys, next line you have to give two spaces, 1, 2, and then you have to start it. So all these parameters should be aligned in the same line. Right, and this service should come below this name actually. That's all. And here give two spaces, and it should be here like this. So always you know that in the YAML, indentation is very important. The spacing is very important. And I will change this. Here, guys. So now you see that what now you could see that if I do a Ansible-Playbook, what is it? Import_task. See here, and I'll just do a syntax check. Okay, guys. Again the problem. What is it? Again the problem. Task1.yaml line number 3. Task1.yaml line number 3. Task1.yaml line number 3. See, guys. See, this is the problem actually. See, here also see the spacing is a problem. That's what. Okay. And now here again the same stuff. I think again I have to do it. Okay. Fine. So this time, what I will do here, instead of giving Rajesh, I will give Ramesh. Okay, and then here instead of password, I'll give something as a fs tab, any file. So let me give fs tab. Fs tab. Correct? Okay, this is fine. And in the task2.yaml, so okay, I have a restart. I will just instead of giving started, I will give as a stop actually. Okay, I don't want to start actually. I want to make it stop actually. Okay, just to make sure. So task1, task2. Now again I'll do a syntax check. Okay, where is it? Under task line number 8. Oh god, again line number 8. Where is line number 8? This is the problem, guys, actually. Okay, I'll do one thing. Okay. Anyhow, you have understood, right, what I'm saying, trying to say over here. So become, yes, afterwards give down two spaces, right down here. Here, one, two, yeah, two spaces. Import underscore task. Yes, this is perfect, guys. Let me check. Now it should not throw any error. Oh, again it is throwing. Where it is throwing? Under the task 11, line number 11. Why it is showing so much? Tasks. Sorry, I think I missed it. Okay, here tasks. So now it should not throw any error now, at least. Yes. So now it's working fine. Now let us execute without using the syntax check. Now you could see that actually, see that it is copying a file. See, it is a possibility. I think it is not saved. Okay, it's a second task. It is running under this. You could see that actually it is stopping that service actually. If you go over here, okay, let us see the first one. Let me check the task1.yaml, what I did. So etc tab file, right? So here I have written something wrong, but anyhow, it has copied this etc tab file, and I'm trying to create a Ramesh directory. Let me check in the node one actually. Go to the /10. I do lsf and l. Now you could see that Ramesh directory has been created and etc tab has been copied up. Fine, this is what fine. So this is in the node one. In the node two, what you're doing in the task two, what you're doing. So task two. So what you're doing that you are actually installing the package which is already installed, but you're stopping the service. So to check that, you can just check here system ctl and the second node actually status apache 2. It is in a stop state. See, you could see that it's in a stop state. Okay, it means that this import underscore task has executed perfectly, right? This import underscore task has worked properly. So in this, guys, you can divide all those tasks under different files by using import underscore task. Okay. So any doubts you have till here? No. Okay. Fine. Now what else we'll do? Now next, what we're going to do is that actually, what we're going to see, guys, we will be seeing how to install the Apache, and basically what I will do, I will try to take some source code, right? Some basic simple a website I will see, and I will try to deploy, and I will check that whether we can able to access that application or not. Okay, that's what we are going to see now. Okay, so now what we will do that we will just say we will write one install apache2.yaml. So I will write just one simple YAML file. Okay, so what is it actually? Hyphen name. Okay, what you will do that this playbook file is used to install the Apache package. Okay, so what I will say, hosts all, okay, become yes, which you know very well, tasks. Okay, now here, what you're trying to do here, like I need to copy some sample website. So what I'll do, I'll go to the Google and I'll do one thing. I'll just try to just say sample website temperature or website download. Okay, I'll just go over here, three CSS. So you can take any sample project actually. Anything you can go, your classroom, right? I will take this actually, your classroom. Okay, and here you have a download. So let me copy that link, copy the link address. So now what I will do, I'll go over here, and here what I will do, I'll just try to create one directory, something, mkdir / source code, something. Okay. Go to the source code and do a wget of that So trying to download the zip file. So whatever you have this one, this is a sample template, guys. This is a sample website template which I have downloaded. Great school, right? And when you do ls, you will get the zip file. So you can unzip it actually, unzip the grade, okay? And then if you do an ls, it has unzipped it. You got one directory something template, okay? So this is the source code of the source files of your websites actually. So I'll do one thing. I'll move everything outside of it. Okay, I've moved everything. Now what I will do that I will remove. I'll remove that grade.zip file as well as I will remove this directory. Okay, so I'll do rm and rf. So everything is removed. You have only the source code. You could see that now the complete your website source code, it is there under the /source code directory. Fine. So now what I have to do that actually I need to copy this entire source code into your /www.html, right? So now before doing that, what I will do, guys, I have a here I'll go here in the node one. Let me check if the Apache is installed or not. How to check if the Apache is installed or not? If you go to the /var and if you do a www.html, you could see that it is installed, right? Apache is installed, but here you could see that actually nothing is there. No content is there. So let me do one thing. Let me remove the package sudo apt remove apache 2 -y. I'm just removing the package actually. Okay, Apache is not installed but no longer required. Okay, but what it says here, I'll do a auto remove. Okay, auto remove. Okay, I'm just removing the package, guys, from the node one. Okay, fine. So let me check if the still it is there. Okay, still it is there, guys. So what I will do, I'll say sudo apt purge purge and give a apache2.y. Let me see. So nothing to install, but still this directory is holding. Okay, this is there. So no problem, but nothing, no content is there. There's no content. Let me check if etc apache2 is there or not. See, etc apache2 is not there. It means that there is no Apache installed in the node 1. Similarly, in the node 2, let me go to the /var www.html. Yes, this has an Apache. So I'll do one thing, guys. I'll just uninstall it. Sudo apt remove apache2 -y. Okay, it is uninstalling. Okay, let me check /var www. Still it is there, guys. It is so it is not installed. So uninstalled, you will do a purge actually. Let me do that auto remove actually. Auto remove it. Okay, still cd/var www. It is still there. Okay, let me again run the purge command, purge option. purge. Okay, hopefully this should. You should not get the cd/var www. Now it is not there. See, guys, now this is not there. See, when I do a tap, nothing is coming. See, it is not there. It means that Apache 2 is uninstalled. Even you can verify like this: etc apache 2. See, this directory also is not there. Means that Apache is not installed. So in both this node 1 and node 2, Apache is not installed. Fine. Means you have uninstalled it. Okay. Now what I will do, that you have a task. No? So what I will do, I will try to install the package actually. Okay. So what I will do here, I will just say like this. Okay, if I want to copy, I can copy it, or else I can even try to write a playbook file itself. Okay, so -. So give two spaces -name installing the Apache package. Okay, so there is a model, also apt model. Guys, if you go to the Google and if you say Ansible apt model, so always it will show two steps, guys. One is an Ansible built-in Apache model. If you go over here, it will show you a model with the name Ansible.builtin.apache. Here you could see that. See, if you come between the examples, right? See, Ansible built-in. You can even use this model also. Ansible.builtin.apt. You can use even this model also, or else you can even use this model also. There is a two models are there actually. There is a separate model with the name APT only. So APT is the model. See, if you come down with the example, see, you are using APT. Either you can use anyone. Either you can use this way, or either you can use this way also. So let me do one thing. Let me use this way. Second way. The first, this one. Right? I'll do this. So what I will do, I will use this model. Name. What is the name? Apache 2. Okay. Update underscore cache. Yes, that's what you could see here. If you come over here in the parameter, you could see that update underscore cache is yes, you have to do, because since it's a boolean, you have to either give yes or no. Yes, then what are doing that? State is nothing but present. Correct? So you are installing the Apache 2 package. Fine. Right? After that, what you want to do? Okay, I want to copy the files. Copy the file. Before that, what you will do that you will just write a name, right? You just describe it. What to do? Copying the source files, source code from source code directory to /var www.html. Like that, you are copying it actually, right? So here, what you do is that. So what are the parameters, guys? To space source. What is the source here? You could see that the source code you have kept under as source code, right? Everything, right? So this is your source, right? Now to say that slash source source code, you have to mention slash. It means that whatever the content is there within the slash source code, all these things you need to copy. Where you need to copy? The destination is that I need to copy in the /var www.html. You know that once the Apache 2 is installed, you will get a directory by name /var www.html. Under that, there you have to copy it like this. Okay, fine. What else you needed? You need to provide any ownership or something? No. You need to provide any permission? No. Nothing is required. That's all. Okay, fine. After that, what you need? After I do it, I need to start the service. Right? To start the service, you have a service model. Right? So I'll go here. I'll just say hyphen name. So what is it, guys? I have to say that Apache 2 start Apache 2 service. So that's a description you've written. And what is the model? Service model. What is the parameter? Two spaces. You give name. The service name is Apache 2. State is nothing but the started. Enabled is nothing but S. But here you started service and everything. Now you say that Rajesh, whenever I want to access this page, whatever the source code you are doing, I want to access it under the 8080 port. I want to use the 8080 port number. So now here what happened, right? You have one model by name line in file, right? Now, for example, if you say Ansible-doc line in file. Now, if you come over here, guys, line in file, he will give an example of like how you have to make it and to run. By default, it is port number 80, port 8080 actually, but you want to run right under the port 8080. Now you could see that actually that what he's doing here, ensure the default Apache port is 8080, right? Line in file. This is the path, but this is for the CentOS or for the Red Hat, not for the Ubuntu. For the Ubuntu, the file is etc Apache 2 ports.config is file is there. Under that, this is the it will be having an 80. You have to make it 8080, right? Now, what you do that you just copy this content. Just copy that content. Come over here. So I'll just say that hyphen name enable port 8080. So to do that, actually, you are using a line in model, using line in file model, right? So just realign it actually. 1, 2. It's the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Just realign it. So what you're doing that by using regex, you are disabling this, whichever line is having a listen. There you are just inserting it, this listen 80. Instead of 80 port, you are making it to listen on 80. But as I said here, for the Ubuntu, it is not this. It is something like you have Apache 2 ports.conf file. There you need to do the changes. It means that under this path, inside this file, you'll get a line by which starts the listen, but you need to remove that line and you have to insert this line listen 8080 like this. Right, guys? So this is what you have a playbook file to install the Apache, as well as you need to, like you're copying some, some sample, website template, and then like you're trying to make sure that it is just hosted in your Apache server, and you're trying to when you're trying to hit the with the port number 880, it should open that application. That's what you're doing here over here. So what I will do, I will just copy this playbook file, go to the Ansible server. So what you will do, you will go to the Ansible examples and you will say just install Apache 2.yaml. So I'll just paste it over here. So just see, guys, actually, so the syntax is correct. I don't think so anything. Any indentation issue is there? Yes, it will install it. Okay, install the package. Now we'll just save this. Now let me check Ansible. Let me run the playbook file, Ansible-playbook, install Apache 2, syntax, check. Yes, everything is fine. So let me run this playbook. See, it is installing the Apache 2 package. Fine. After installing it, so it is trying to install both these nodes, right? Yes, it is installed. That's what it is turning into an orange color. It means that it is installing it actually. Now I could say that it is copying the source code from your /source to your /www.html path actually. Okay. Okay, it is copying it. It's taking some time, but it is copying on both the nodes actually. Yes, it has copied into this server. Now it is copying into the other server. Yes, after that it is starting the Apache service, and now it has enabled the port number 880. Now guys, if you go to this server, node 1, okay, let me do one thing. Let me go to the /var www.html. /var www.html. See, can you see that all the source code, everything has been copied here? It was there here, right? Under my /source code. Under my Ansible server, I had this source code, right? I had this some template, right? My some application template. See, can you see everything has been copied over here? Fine. Okay. Now, Rajesh, what is this actually? What this does actually? Okay, let me go to this file actually. Okay, or let me go over here in the node 1, and let me go to the etc. What is it? Apache 2. Okay, Apache 2, and do ls. Can you see there's a file by name ports actually? Open that file ports. See, it has been replaced. You know earlier how it was? It was like this, guys. It was like this actually. It was like this. So what I did, I deleted that line. I deleted this line and I replaced with this listen 8080. That is what this line in file module will do. Regex, what it will do that it will try to remove wherever this listen started listen, right? It will remove it. Okay, fine. After that, insert after we have already seen this everything in our previous sessions, right? What it will do, it will try to insert this line over here like that. It does. Right. Similarly, what happened, right? Go to the node 2, just check /var www.html. It is there. Yes. Getting the Apache installed. See the whole source code is installed. Go to the etc Apache 2 and just go to the ports.config. Now you could see that yes, it has been listening in port number 8080. Now you go back to your instance. See here, you have a node 1. You just check the node 1. See, this is the public IP address. Copy this public IP address, paste over in your browser, view port number 8080. See, now your application is loaded. Okay, why it is not loaded? Load. Okay, now copy this IP, paste the copy the public IP, and just do a okay. Let me check this case. Let me try to manually restart the Apache service. Apache to restart. Service. I'm just doing it manually now. Apache to restart. Okay, let me check now. It should work actually. Yes, now it is working. See guys, now it is loaded. It was the service was not started properly started. See, I'm taking the public IP of your node 1 and node 2. I'm giving the port number 880. Now you could see that your application is start loading, right? So this is your application, it started getting loaded, right? So this is how just a small example of your playbook, like how you have to like install the Apache package and how you can copy some kind of a website templating or website say sample website source files into the /ww and then just enable the port number 880 to work. Is it fine, guys? Any doubts you have? Do you have any doubts? Just let me know, or else we will proceed further. Okay, fine. Now, what we'll do, we'll see some more examples. One more last example I will see before I start with the variables, right? I will write one more thing, right? Something like write a playbook file, write a playbook to install the Java package in your Ubuntu server, Java package. Okay, it means that in both this node 1 and node 2, I have to install Java. So, but let me confirm whether Java is installed or not. How to confirm? I'll say Java -version or -version. Now you could say that Java is not installed. Okay. Now you come over here, the same stuff, Java -version. So Java is not installed. So I need to write a playbook file where I need to install a Java actually. Now, before you write a playbook file, always guys make practice that whenever you tend to write any playbook file, or whenever suppose like here I want to install some software, like for example I'm installing the Java software or Java I'm installing. Suppose in the tomorrow the requirement comes that you need to install you need to write a playbook, to install Tomcat 8 or Tomcat 7, whatever, into the Ubuntu server or into the nodes actually. Now, do you think that you'll start directly writing a playbook file and trying to execute it? No, right? Because like you need to first understand what are the commands are there which are there pertaining to the Tomcat 8. So there would be some commands are there which there are some packages are there which you have to install, and also after installing the package you need to configure some files and or you have to go and edit some configuration files. There are some steps are there, 4 to 5 steps are there where you need to understand how exactly you can install the Tomcat 8 as well as do some kind of a configuration. Similarly, like suppose tomorrow there's a requirement comes out, write a playbook file for installing the LAMP actually. LAMP is Linux, MySQL, Apache, and PHP. So this is the requirement comes in. Do you think that you start immediately writing a playbook file? No, right? First you need to understand what is how I can execute manually. Suppose I want to install a Java package in a single standalone. Forget about playbook file, forget about Ansible. I want to install the Java. How to install a Java actually, right? So basically what happened, because this is Ubuntu servers, that is 18.04, I can install the Java package. Either I have to use the OpenJDK, either I can install the OpenJDK 8 package, or else even I can install the OpenJDK 11 actually. any version I can use. Either I can install the 8 or 11 actually. Okay. Now, preferably, I will use the OpenJDK 8 because I'm using the Ubuntu 18.04. So, OpenJDK 8 will properly get installed. Suppose my server or my distribution is Ubuntu 20, uh, means Ubuntu 20.04. Assume that. So then I would have installed the OpenJDK 11. But because the servers are Ubuntu 18.04, I will better go ahead with installing the OpenJDK 8. Okay. Now, so I have two nodes, guys, node 1 and node 2. Let me try doing manually how to install the Java. In the node 2, I'll do it manually actually. Then I'll write a playbook file and I will try to install the Java package. Okay. How to do it manually? So you can go to the Google and you can just say that install Java OpenJDK 8 on Ubuntu 18.04. Just you have to do like this. There are a lot of articles are there. Okay, you can always verify to the DigitalOcean, or else you can even go to this Linux size. So this is, you can refer to any article, guys, actually. Okay, but better you always go with the DigitalOcean itself. This has a lot of steps and easily they have given a lot of documentation they give. Or else you can even go through this site also. Let me go to this site. So install a Java on Ubuntu 18.04. Okay. So what he has given the steps, guys, here, sudo apt-get update. Okay, first I have to update the package. Sudo apt-get install default JDK. I don't need this one. I need a particularly open JDK 8. See, can you see this command? Sudo apt install open JDK 8. First you have to update it and then you have to install the open JDK 8 with this command. Okay, come down over here. Okay, they have said some other things and all. Okay, I need not to worry about all these things. Okay, I need not to worry. Then I can run the Java version. It will show me that actually Java version 8 has been installed. See, it's a simple command, guys, actually, right? Alternative, fine. So you need to even do a set of the Java home environment variable also. That and all we'll see next actually. Okay. So even you can even just locate it actually. You could see that if the Java is installed, you can even locate into this path also. Okay. Now let us go here. So what it says that sudo apt-get update. Let me just copy paste this guy. Same thing. I'll go to the node 2, copy paste, and just I'll run that command, whatever they are given it. Okay, and then I will just copy this command. So I'll do one thing. I'll just say -y because it shouldn't prompt me for anything, right? See, here it is installing the Java actually. So Java is getting installed. Fine, great. Now it has been installed. Now to verify it, what I'll do, I'll say Java -version. See, now we could say that Java 1.8. Okay, this has been installed. See, it clearly says that this Java is installed. Okay, and then what the article says, if you come down here to verify it, what you have to do here, come over here, Java path. Here you could see that Java open. See, /user label. Okay, OpenJDK is located in this path. I will go up to this bin directory. Copy this, change it to the bin directory, and say enter with the ls. See, can you see Java is installed? See, Java is installed here. So this is the path. It shows you that where exactly the Java binaries are placed. So this specifies that the Java is installed in your machine. Now, can we do the same stuff writing a playbook file? So it is very simple, right? So what you will do that you will write a playbook file, one more playbook file. Install Java on Ubuntu, or you can use a Debian actually, because that's a Debian distribution, right? On Ubuntu, right? .yaml. So I'll say hyphen name install Java on Ubuntu 18.04. Okay, and what I will say that hosts all I'll mention And what else? You have become true or become yes, right? What is it? Tasks. To do space hyphen name, installing open JDK 8 or JDK like this. Now here guys, whenever I want to install it, actually you have to use the apt itself, right? Either you can use apt, or as I said, right, you can even use this also. So what I will do here, I will use the apt this time, apt model. Okay, u2 space name. What is the package name? See, the package name is what here. See, the package name is that you need to provide the here. Where is it? See, you have to install this. Open JDK. This is the package name. Okay. Okay. Then state. But what present? You are installing the package. Okay. That's all. Any other thing, guys? That's all, right? So here you are mentioning all, and if you come over here in your this one bi Ansible host file. So here you have mentioned the group. So I'm installing it everywhere. You need not to mention it. You can remove the groups. Okay, we'll see later how to effectively use the group and all. We'll have separate sessions on groups. Okay, so I'll change this one. So it's there. So now anything else is required? Nothing, right? That's all, right? So I'm just installing just a simple way of installing the Java package, right? So when I copy this and I'll come over here and I'll just say install Java on Ubuntu .yaml. See, paste it. That's all it is. Just save this. Now I'll say that Ansible playbook install Java Ubuntu hyphen syntax hyphen check. It is proper, perfect. Now I'll try to run the playbook file. You know, already we have installed in a node 2. Node 2 is already installed. So Ansible will not do anything because already installed. Now what will happen that the Ansible will try to install in node 1, right? So node 1 you can see the guys actually. See, gathering facts, okay, installing the Java on Ubuntu, fine. Install OpenJDK 8. See, it says that this is already installed in OM37. It means that this is the second server for the node 2. Now it is trying to install in a node 1. So in the node 1, it will show in orange color. So it will take some time because OpenJDK 8, right? It will take some time to get installed, right? Okay. See, it is installing. Yes, you could see that now it is installed in the first server node 1, and it says that the change is only 1. So if you go back to the node 1 now, and if you do a Java -version, can you see that it is installed? Right? This is installed. Correct? To uninstall it, actually, to uninstall it, nothing is. You have to say that uninstalling OpenJDK, and then you have to say that uninstalling. Instead of present, you have to mention it here as a absent. That's all. Just say it. Go back here. Vi uninstall, right? Uninstall -java -.yaml. Just instead of present, just you have mention absent. It means that it is uninstalling. Ansible -playbook uninstall .yaml. See, you are uninstalling the package. See, it is uninstalling the OpenJDK. See, it is uninstalled. Come back over here. Just say Java -version. Now, oh, it is still saying, even though it says that, it is uninstalled it Java -version. Let's see, guys. Actually, okay, it's saying that it is installed. Okay, so what I have to do that sudo apt remove OpenJDK 8 -jdk -1. Okay, it's removed. What you say that sudo apt auto remove. Okay, I think you have to few more things you have to add it. So now it will not get uninstalled like that. Actually. Some package it will get uninstalled, but few of the things will not get uninstalled like that. So I'm doing it manually though. I mean, but you have to understand it. Like sudo apt auto remove. What is it? Open jdk 8 hyphen open jdk. What is it, sir? Open jdk. Open jdk hyphen 8 hyphen 8 hyphen jdk hyphen 1 auto remove. So here it has been done. Let me again check it, guys, whether it is uninstalled or not. Java hyphen version. Yes, now it is uninstalled. So you have to use that auto remove actually. Even this option is also there. Auto remove, yes, is there. So this is uninstalled Java hyphen version. It is uninstalled. So what I have to do that here? While uninstalling it, actually, you have to mention one more thing: auto remove like this. Yes, like this. You put in the panel page in your model itself. It is there, guys. Actually, if you come over here, you could see that. See, it is visible. Okay, Ansible built-in. If you have the apt, right? Right? Apt. See, auto remove. Yes. So I have to use this auto remove here in your playbook file. Then it will uninstall it completely. Okay. Clear, guys? Till here? Are you okay till here? Okay. Now, one last thing we'll do, like then we will, I think we will not be able to start today Ansible variables because that's a very big topic. So I need nearly more than 1 to 1.5 hours to complete that topic. So we have some more time left, 5-10 minutes. We'll do it. What we will do now? What I will do now, like here you have a CentOS, right? I need to install the Java on the CentOS. So all these days we are doing everything happily in the Ubuntu server itself. Now I have a CentOS, okay? Right. First, let me log into the CentOS machine. So I'll copy this public IP. Load. So I'll log in as a root. Yes, I've logged in the CentOS machine, right? With the CentOS machine, it always follows the yum package, yum method. Whenever you want to install the OpenJDK, right, you have to say sudo yum install OpenJDK -8 -jdk. Like this, you have to use this. So here, instead of apt, I'll be using yum. Yum is a package manager actually, which is used in our CentOS or in Red Hat actually. So now what you have to do that actually, you have to write a playbook file to just install the JDK or nothing but the Java into the CentOS. So what you can do that here, again you can go to the Google and you can then install OpenJDK 8 on CentOS 7. On CentOS 7, 7.8 or 7.9, whatever. So you get a lot of articles actually. Here again you can go to the same article, linuxscience.com. Here he has given the command guys actually. So what he has given the commands actually. See sudo yum install java -11 openjdk. Java -11 -openjdk -double. Okay. This is for some development. Okay. Is there anything he's given? Yes. See he has given. Okay. This is what I needed actually. See here it is Java -11. It is not like it is OpenJDK. It's not like that. It is Java -11 OpenJDK. That's a command actually. So now let us write one playbook file. Same playbook file. Copy it. So what I will do, I will just say install Java on CentOS machine. Got? Yeah. It's a simple thing. So I'll just paste over here. So installing Java on CentOS 7.8. Okay. After that, all correct. Here what happened that I just say installing So I'll go to the document, just copy this java-11 right? And here, same thing. I have to do same stuff. So I'll remove this line. I don't need it. And here I'll mention as a state as a present. But you know that this is not the APT, right? This is not the CentOS. So I have to use the yum model. YUM model. Yum model. Or else you can even do like this. Go to the Google and just say Ansible yum model. Like this. So here, same thing. You'll get what there are two models you get. One is the Ansible-built-in-yum.yum model, and one more is there. Our default model will be there like this. So you can open both these articles like this, and you could see that you can use this model. And if you come over at the down, same stuff actually. You have many of the parameters of the argument. Now you could see that actually that you have something as a name. Yes, name you have to provide. That you have to provide the package name, and you have something like a state actually, whether it is installed, uninstalled, right? State present, removed, and update underscore cache is there. And there are many other parameters are there which you will be seeing later. And if you still come downwards, you will get an example. See, he's using this model and he's saying that I need to install the HTTP package, and you have to say that state as a latest or present. Same thing here also, right? Now, or else either I can use this model, guys, or else I can use the yum model itself. Actually. See, if you come down, the example, he has given a yum model, and this is the name of the package, and this is a state, and I have to mention as a present. So I'm using the same yum model over here also. See, yum, name of the package and state. That's all. Just copy it and go back to your. But here, an example. But here you could see that actually that if you see under etc Ansible host file, okay, it is Ansible host file. You could see that actually these are the two IP addresses, but these two IP addresses are of your Ubuntu server, not with the CentOS. So either what I can do that I can just copy the CentOS private IP, come over here, copy that IP address. But here what happened that if what I'm doing here host all I'm doing it that this package will try to install in all these IP addresses. But anyhow, this will not get installed because yum doesn't work out in your Ubuntu servers. Yum will only work out in your CentOS server. So what I will do for this example, I will just try to give the group actually CentOS something, right? I'll give like this, and this one I will give it as a what is it? I'll give it as a Ubuntu as a group actually, just to bifurcate. We can do either this way. Save this. It is Ansible host file, and here what happened that you instead of giving all, you just give as a CentOS here. So I'm just giving the group name, correct? So this is a group name you are giving it, right? This is a group name you are giving over here. Okay, or either we can do this way, or else you can create one host file only, something like in your local host file, vi host file. You can just say this is your your local inventory, right? Host file. Go back here, copy your private IP, and paste it over here in your host file. Save it like this. So you can either call by running a playbook, you can directly call this, or else you can now anyhow you have mentioned as a host as a CentOS and you can do it, right? So now what I will do, I'll try to copy vi install Java on CentOS.yaml. So I'll copy it. I'll copy this completely. Paste it over here and just say, just see the syntax if nothing is there. So now what I'll do, I can just say Ansible-Playbook install Java CentOS.yaml -FN syntax px -check. Let me check the syntax again. The syntax error. There's no syntax error. So you can run this like this. You know very well that because I am maintaining a local, even you can maintain the inventory as -I host local all like that can mention. Because you have already mentioned in your YAML file as a host is equal to CentOS, it means that it will try to check from that group actually. Whatever is in the etc Ansible host file, right? Whatever the group is there, from that group it will try to install it and say enter. See, installing it. Now installing the OpenJDK on your CentOS server. So this node 3 is nothing but your CentOS machine. So it is installed. Yes, it has installed it. Now come back here into the node 3. Just say version. I think it is sorry, Java version. OpenJDK has been installed. Like that. So now, so this is what, guys, we are trying to learn writing a simple playbook for installing some few like a basic package like Java package or Apache package. Later in tomorrow, right, you need to install tons and tons of packages, right? Like for example, you have to configure the Tomcat, you have to configure the Node.js, you have to configure the PHP, you have to configure the MySQL, right? Everything will be doing through the playbook file actually. We have not yet come to the deployment part. Like we can even deploy a whole application by using Ansible. Now we are trying to only learn about how we can install the softwares actually, or the packages into that particular distribution. Now the question comes that, a very important question comes that, Rajesh, suppose I have these two different servers, right? You have two different types of servers. Node 1, Node 2 are Ubuntu, and Node 3 is nothing but the CentOS. Suppose assume that tomorrow there is one more distribution there, SUSE is there. One more distribution is there, like Knoppix is there. One more distribution is there, and the Slackware is there. Do you think that, Rajesh, I need to write all the different YAML file for installing the particular Java version for that particular distribution? Is it feasible? Not, right? Because writing a different YAML files for everything, now it's very difficult, and maintainability will be more like actually, right? Instead, what you say, Rajesh, can I write a single playbook file, right? Where in the single playbook file, it has to understand if this machine is a Ubuntu, install this package, OpenJDK 8 package, okay? Or else you would say, check if this is CentOS or Red Hat, then install this package. So it should cleverly understand, so that it should understand what type of server it is. If it is a Red Hat or if it is a CentOS, then it has to install the Java 11 OpenJDK 8. With the help of a yum, it has to install it. So, and whereas if it is Ubuntu or a Debian, then it has to install it like this. So what we are going to do in the next class is that actually we'll be writing a single YAML file, a single playbook file, where based on a condition, whether that server is a Ubuntu, means install the Ubuntu related packages into that server. If that server is a CentOS or Red Hat 7 or Red Hat 8, install this application Java-11-OpenJDK, like that. So based on the server type, or based on the distribution type, or based on the server type, you need to install the particular package, right? So that would be our next topic in the next session. Okay, how to install, write a single playbook file for managing any kind of. It means that you need to use some condition also over here. You need to understand about how I can understand what type of server it is. If it is a Red Hat or if it is a Ubuntu, or I need to understand, right? So that is what would be the next topic, right? So that's what we'll be learning, guys, how to have a single playbook file. You need not to write it separately for Java, CentOS for separately, Ubuntu for separately, Red Hat for separately. You need not to write. You can write everything in only one playbook file. That's how in industry happens. They'll write only one playbook file. It's not right. They'll write a separate playbook. Okay. So I hope, guys, you have understood this today's topic, whatever we have covered. I hope like you like the session also, today's session, because today we have learned many of the playbooks, right? Today we learned a lot of playbooks, how to write a lot of different, and we learned many of the different concepts also today, right? Like maybe like import tasks, right?